So I come from the Global Ecovillage Network, and I hope I can bring another little shard to this table. We have a great load of expertise already present just in this group. And I often find in the projects that we work with or that we consult that the main issue is actually of people working with people. And how can we step into true collaboration instead of competition? How can we take the brakes out of our human systems so that human creativity can really run wild? And I think this is where the Global Ecovillage Network has something to offer from our quite long experience of actually building projects on the ground and living in them for many years. So the Global Ecovillage Network was founded in 1994 to support and speed up the evolution of sustainable communities worldwide. And at the moment, we're a constantly growing network of sustainable communities that are both in urban and rural environments worldwide. So we have three regional networks: the network in Oceania and Asia, the network of the Americas, and the Global Ecovillage Network of Europe that I'm the chair of at the moment. And we're in the process of setting up or supporting the emergence of Gen Africa at the moment, which is very interesting. What we've seen coming out of Copenhagen is the conference in Bolivia, the First Peoples Conference on Climate Change and Earth Rights, and a lot of anger in the South about how much is said in the North and how little is done. And I think this is where both eco-villages have a strong piece to bring, but also cities like Bristol. So for me, part of what we're doing here is we working on a global level on North-South reconciliation by actually showing that we're really willing to lower our ecological impact in the North, and that we're willing to shift our quality of life from consumerism to different values, and that we're partnering with projects in the South that want to raise their quality of life, that appreciate the traditional wisdom that they still hold and want to introduce green technologies. And all of this, the best way forward is to do it by participatory design methods that really involve the people on the ground to decide themselves what kind of sustainable development it is that they wish for. So this is what we're about. And in the North, we have projects like the Ecovillage that I come from in Germany, where we've lowered our CO2 emissions to 65% of the national average. This is a study of Kassel University. The Danish Ecovillages have just brought out a study by a university that shows that they've brought down their emissions to 60%. Findhorn in the UK has brought down their emissions to 50% of UK government. So the Ecovillages in the North are examples now that we can actually do this and live high quality, low impact lifestyles in the North, that this is perfectly possible. In the South, what's happening at the moment is that we're finding a huge influx. This is very fresh, this is very new. We've had the Sarvodaya in Sri Lanka, a network of 2,000 villages. They've been part of the Ecovillage network for a long time. But we're finding that traditional and indigenous villages in the South are connecting to us and saying, we want to be recognized as eco-villages because this is what we are. We want to introduce new green technology, but we already have the wisdom and we want to be recognized for this. So we're working through educational courses, like in Senegal, there was a network of 45 traditional villages that shifted into being eco-villages through and eco-village design education, participatory design methods. And now the Senegalese government, seeing the success of this small movement of villages, has decided that they want to follow this example and transform a further 14,000 villages, traditional villages, to recognized eco-villages. The same is happening in Ghana. The Minister of Environment has said, we want to follow the Senegalese government. In the Congo, we're connecting up to a group. In India, Orissa, there's a group of 3,900 villages at the moment that says we want to be recognized as an eco-village network. This is exploding a bit. And it's about recognizing the value of what we still have and making sure this is not destroyed. And I think that cities and places in the North that actually walk their talk as far as sustainability is concerned, can have a great impact on this. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a grassroots person. This is where I come from. The most underutilized resource we have is the good intentions and creativity of citizens and their willingness to make a difference. So what do we need to use this resource in a more helpful way? And I think this is where the Ecovillage network has something to share. It's like using the pattern language of building community and transferring this to places like Bristol, to many different environments. And it's about walking your talk. That's the basic thing. Creating actual experiments in sustainability constantly, as quickly as possible. Developing the social tools that we need. This is the one thing that we haven't had in our education. We haven't had a good education on how to work together. And we need this. It is something that we can learn. I've met so many people who've created a lot of projects and they come out disappointed because of the human friction, the human conflict that has arisen. This is not a necessity. We don't have to use our energy in this way, and we don't have the time for it anymore. And I think also we have something to show about the higher purpose of living together, and really infusing our projects with a higher purpose that goes beyond coexistence, to the joy of co-creation and co-creating a life of beauty, which means that we pass on a more beautiful planet to our children and not a destroyed one. So eco-villages, or any kind of sustainability projects, this can be cities, can become living and learning centers. And wherever these seeds are sown, we see that they spread into their environments. Wherever strong living and learning centers happen, they start inspiring their hinterlands. In the Earth Charter, it says, provide all with educational opportunities that empower them to contribute actively to sustainable development. So we've gone in the Ecovillage movement, and we've, from our experience, we've devised different courses, and we're in the process of devising courses that want to support civil engagement. And we see urban centers that can be transformed by this idea that David and others are bringing here by connecting to the hinterland and Ecovillage projects in the hinterland of the urban center. So one course that I just want to quickly show to you is the course called Beyond You and Me, Social Tools for Building Community. It's 5 to 7 day intensive. The book on this that brings together experience from the Global Ecovillage Network can be downloaded on the internet. Then we have the Ecovillage design education that we're taking. Currently it's running in around 30 countries worldwide. We're starting the first course, for instance, in India, to work with this network of 4,000 ecovillages next February, in South Africa the year after. So it's spreading. And the course is mainly about bringing balance, bringing a holistic view to sustainable development. And at the moment we're part of an EU learning partnership, which is to bring together the wisdom that has been grown in the Ecovillage movement, the Transition Town movement, Transition Ireland, Power Down, Spiral Dynamics Centre for Human Emergence, the Hub movement, different movements, and bring that together and create a 2-year-long curriculum for urban settings that want to create projects for sustainability. So we're open to the name. It's still in the process of being created, so I'm very open to feedback on this idea. I'm very, very open to speaking with people who are interested in this. The course will be ready by autumn 2011. It's funded by the EU. We have very good chances of getting further funding for a multilateral project. And we want this course to run in green capitals over Europe, spread over Europe, so that the experience from different green capitals can be connected to each other and can be exchanged. It is possible to change our world, and a different world is already coming into existence. On quiet days, I can hear this new world breathing. Thank you very much.